Good American Family. Ellen Pompeo in a family drama inspired by a true story. Created by Katie Robbins, Good American Family is inspired by a true story that made headlines in the United States. This dramatic miniseries explores the blurred boundaries between compassion, delusion, and manipulation through the story of a Midwestern couple who adopt a Ukrainian girl with a rare form of dwarfism, but whose identity quickly proves more complex than expected. Starring Ellen Pompeo, well known to audiences for her role in Grey's Anatomy, Mark Duplass, and young Imogen Faith Reed, the series tackles powerful themes of trauma, prejudice, and family shadow, adopting a multi-point of view narrative. The aim, to immerse the viewer in the divergent perceptions of family members faced with the same event. Synopsis. Inspired by the true story of a Midwestern couple who adopt what they believe to be a little Ukrainian girl with a rare form of dwarfism. As they begin to raise her alongside their 3 biological children, they slowly begin to believe that she may not be who she claims to be. Good American Family could appeal to an adult audience with a taste for family dramas rich in psychological tension and moral dilemmas. The series is reminiscent in its approach of works such as The Act or Sharp Objects, which combine news stories, domestic mysteries, and an exploration of the human psyche. Those who follow Ellen Pompeo in her dramatic roles or who appreciate real-based, ambiguous narratives will also be challenged. The multi-point of view narrative angle enriches the viewer's reflection and could appeal to an audience eager for complex narratives, halfway between psychological drama and family thriller. With Good American Family, Disney Plus offers a spellbinding drama inspired by a real-life case, driven by intense acting and multi-layered writing. By exploring the family unit in the face of the inexplicable, the series raises essential questions about truth, perception, and the weight of doubt. This article is based on information available online. We have not yet viewed the film or series mentioned. Ellen Pompeo plays Margaret Maggie Callahan, a fiercely loyal wife, devoted mother of 3, and the quiet matriarch of a seemingly perfect Midwestern family. But perfection is a mask. Beneath the warm glow of backyard barbecues and matching Christmas pajamas lies a fragile foundation built on secrets, sacrifice, and a truth too painful to face. Set in the heart of Ohio, Good American Family begins in late autumn, with the leaves turning amber and the wind whispering that change is coming. Maggie, a former nurse turned PTA president, is married to Jack Callahan, a respected high school principal. Together, they've built a life around discipline, tradition, and the unwavering belief that if you work hard and do everything right, the American dream will never betray you. But dreams don't always survive reality. The story begins when Maggie receives a late-night call from a hospital an hour away. Her eldest son, Daniel, a 25-year-old Marine recently returned from his 3rd deployment, has been involved in a bar fight that left another man in critical condition. Maggie's first instinct isn't shock, it's protection. She races to the hospital, knowing full well that this is the moment when everything changes. The Callahans rally. Jack insists they keep it quiet. Daniel just needs time to readjust. Their daughter, Katie, who just started law school, offers to do some research on legal options. But it's their youngest, 14-year-old Evan, who hears the whispers behind closed doors and begins to piece together the truth. As Daniel faces potential charges and an escalating mental health crisis, Maggie becomes the emotional center of the family, trying to hold everyone together while secretly blaming herself. She remembers the day he enlisted, how she baked his favorite cherry pie and kissed him on the forehead, pretending not to cry. She remembers the letters home, growing shorter with each deployment. And now she wonders if he ever truly came back at all. Ellen Pompeo brings quiet intensity and raw vulnerability to Maggie, a woman raised to believe that emotions are private, family matters stay inside the home, and dignity is found in perseverance. But Good American Family is a story about unlearning those beliefs. In one of the show's most powerful scenes, Maggie visits a local VA center, hoping to find help for Daniel. She listens silently as another mother tells a story that sounds like hers. In that moment, Maggie realizes she is not alone, but also that being silent has cost her son too much already. Meanwhile, Jack's carefully curated image begins to crack. He's forced to confront his own guilt, how his pride pushed Daniel toward the military, how he discouraged therapy because it might be seen as weakness, and how his obsession with control may have created a home where no one felt safe being vulnerable. His journey is quiet and painful, often in opposition to Maggie's emotional awakening. The family's unraveling plays out in intimate, character-driven moments. Maggie folding Daniel's laundry and pausing to smell the detergent he's always used. Katie reading old text messages from her brother, wondering where the teasing and affection went. Even secretly writing a school essay titled "The Brother I Used to Know." Each episode peels back another layer of the Callahan's life, revealing truths long buried. Maggie's miscarriage before Katie was born, Jack's brief affair during Daniel's first deployment, and even Daniel's own internal battle with survivor's guilt. But what makes Good American Family resonate is that no character is a villain. They're simply people doing their best with the tools they've been given. The series, loosely inspired by a real Ohio family, captures the weight of generational silence, the cost of societal expectations, and the healing power of truth. It doesn't offer neat resolutions or perfect redemption arcs. Instead, it offers growth in fragments. Maggie attending a support group, Jack stepping down from his position to finally become emotionally available, Katie choosing advocacy law instead of corporate, and Evan finally saying out loud what everyone's been afraid to admit. Daniel needs help, not punishment. In the season finale, Daniel is given a choice. Accept a plea deal that includes mandatory psychiatric treatment, or fight the charges in court with the risk of jail time. It's not just his decision, it's a family reckoning. And this time, Maggie doesn't stand in silence. She speaks at the hearing, her voice trembling but steady, telling the judge about the boy who once collected fireflies in mason jars and stayed up late reading comic books. About the man who came home with eyes that never stopped scanning the horizon. It's a plea not for leniency, but for understanding. And it's the beginning of healing. Ellen Pompeo's performance is magnetic, not just in her strength, but in her quietest, most vulnerable moments. She's not just playing a mother, she's channeling every woman who's ever stood in the fire to protect the people she loves, even when they don't know they need protecting. Good American Family is not about being flawless, it's about being real. It's about the resilience of love in the face of trauma. And it's a reminder that the American dream doesn't have to look perfect to be worth fighting for.